Hi, Cancer. This is going to be your reading for the month of September. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll do my best to give you as much information as I possibly can in this reading to help you on your path. If you do want a personal reading, my information is in the description box. All right, so what I like to do first is start with 2 astrology cards and kind of see where you're currently at. So then that way, you know if this reading would resonate with you. All right, or if it's like your situation, you know what I mean? All right, let's see. What is going on with Cancer right now at this moment? Okay, so you're very focused on your finances, the money you make, okay, with the second house coming up. You're very focused on the money you make. Let's see. Could also be your values, what you value in this world, or purchasing valuables, purchasing a luxury item, something like that. But really focus on money, the money you earn at this time. Let's see. One more for Cancer. Okay, so we got the 12th house. It feels like with the 12th house coming up, this is in your subconscious mind, having dreams about it. It does feel a little bit of worry energy, but we will see. Let me see here. I'm going to pull a card from the Kipper deck just to get a little bit more clarification on where you're currently at. Oh, sudden wealth. So it feels like your focus is a lot on money at this time, but it seems like some sort of unexpected money is going to be coming in. So I get, in the one sense, where you're currently at is some sort of worry about money that you have, or own things you own, like a home, something like that. There's some sort of worry around it, but it feels like coming into the future, there's some sort of sudden wealth, some sort of abundance coming in. This sudden wealth card I'm getting is more, that's what's coming in, and then this is kind of where you're currently at. Okay. 11th, this either September 11th or November. I would say between September and November is going to be a significant time in regards to this money coming in, because I saw the 11 on the card. All right, let's get into it, Cancer. Let's see. Ooh, I like that for you guys. I'm so happy for you. All right, let's see. What do we have for Cancer for the month of September? So yeah, I mean, like, it does seem like this money is coming in, but there's worry right now. And like I said, I feel strongly that this is coming in around the month of November. Or like I said, September 11th, because I see the 11 on there. Could even be November 11th, 11/11, you know. All right, let's see. What do we have for Cancer for the month of September? So we get Mercury retrograde, reinvention, like something about reinventing. You want to reinvent yourself. Something feels like stagnant, okay? Like it feels like that you're doing the same thing over and over again, like hamster wheel, or like you're going in a hamster wheel like that, but not like actually moving anywhere, like not going anywhere. The amount of work that you're putting in is not going anywhere. All right, let's see. One more for Cancer. Okay, 3rd house, and this has to do in regards to communication, in regards to messages, okay? And the way that people see you, the way your voice it has a lot to do with the voice, way you speak. There's something in how you're being perceived by others, okay? And in regards to your voice, something about that is reinventing yourself, okay? Let's see. Let's pull one from this deck. We'll put one more from this deck for you. All right. It's like you want your voice to be heard in some way in regards to this change that you want for yourself, because it feels like you're not, there's nothing moving in your life, okay? It feels like things are not moving forward, but it feels like you want some sort of change, and this has to do with your voice, you speaking, okay? Could also have to do with writing, okay? So writing and speaking is coming into this. Okay, let's see. What do we have for Cancer? Yeah, microphone. That's a reconfirmation of it. It's you giving out some sort of news, broadcast, your self-expression in the way that you speak. There could be also something with this microphone coming up. I'm going to pull one more card from this deck, but it also is you speaking your truth. Okay, you could have held back what you really wanted to say to a particular person, right? It could be siblings. It could be anyone, but third house also represents siblings. So it could be wanting to speak your voice to siblings, okay? Or people in your neighborhood. It could be anyone, but that's specifically what this means. But it's like you need to speak up. It also, you could be putting yourself out on social media, okay, with the microphone card coming up. All right, let's pull one more. One more for Cancer. One more for Cancer. Chocolate. Let's see what that's about. This is a new deck for me. So let me see what that is about. Oh, there's some sort of satisfaction coming into your life. Good things. This is good stuff. So good things coming to you. There could be some sort of celebration. I feel like this money, this sudden wealth is coming in. It could be in regards to the speaking that you're doing, where this money is coming in. Like you could skyrocket. It feels to me like something going viral. Like if you're doing something, you know, like on YouTube, TikTok, or even like a news article or a book, anything where you're doing writing and speaking, I feel like this is going to come about suddenly. This is going to come about very fast, and this is really going to reinvent yourself, and you're going to feel like a whole different person. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. And you're going to be known. Like you're going to be famous. You're going to be known in some way, whatever that is for you in regards to what some examples that I was giving, right? It feels like you're going to be known. People are going to know who you are. You're about to broadcast something, speak something. Okay, Cancer, let's get into it. All right, let's see here. All right, what do we have for Cancer for the month of September? Oh, I got to say in the beginning, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. But I feel like everyone knows that when they watch tarot videos. But if you don't, there you go. All right, let's see. What do we have for Cancer for the month of September? Ooh, some sort of transformation with this Death card. These two, the Mercury reinvention and the Death card, this is a big transformation, a big change. Like I was saying before, you feel like you're going on the hamster wheel, you know, nothing's really movement. There's not a lot of movement. However, there's a big change where you're not even going to recognize yourself. Like I said, this big thing that's happening for you, it feels like this happens very suddenly with that sudden wealth. It feels like this is happening very quickly. You're putting something out there, you're speaking, and this is happening very rapidly, okay? Very rapidly. Faster than like one would expect. Like I said, an example is putting out a video, TikTok, YouTube, okay? And then it going viral. Like getting 1 million views or something like that, right? That's the kind of level I'm seeing of fame. You know, you're really getting noticed. Even if you've been working at this a long time, something that you're going to do, something that you're going to put out there, that one thing is shaping this big rise to fame. Okay? All right, let's see. What do we have for Cancer for the month of September? Oh, that one. Okay, 3 of Wands. This is something you've been wanting for a while. This is something like you kind of know. You had this knowing that it's coming to you. But it's like, you're like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? You know? This is like your intuition, your inner knowing about it. But also, it's like, well, nothing's happened yet. We haven't moved forward yet. You know, I'm still on this hamster wheel. You know, there's still no movement in what I'm trying to have success in. But you knew it was going to happen, right? You had this knowing. All right, let's see. 2 more for Cancer. Okay, 10 of Wands. Ending to a difficult cycle. And in this card, I don't know if you can see it. There's like a castle up here. So he's holding these wands and he's looking at that castle. So it's like looking at this beautiful life that he wants to have. But he's not far away from it because you can see it, right? Oh, it's like looking at that fairy tale ending is what I would say here, Cancer. All right, let's see. 1 more for Cancer. Oh, we get 2. We get the Empress and the 6 of Pentacles. This is about creating something you're creating. Okay, I even got into that in the beginning, but something that you're creating. Because the Empress is about creating something that you love to do. Okay. Now, with the 6 of Pentacles, it's like, because you get to this level of fame, right? You could want to help out people in your field, in your niche, that are maybe not as famous. Like you could be calling, you know, trying to draw attention to them. Like, I'll just use YouTube as an example. Say you have a video go viral on YouTube. Then there's, in your niche, there's smaller creators, and you might want to shout them out. Something like that is what I'm seeing here. You know, you'll apply it to your situation, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And also, I feel like this big change with this sudden wealth, this could be sudden wealth, sudden fame, because with the other cards I was getting, right? I really feel like if there's going to be a couple things. I would put out some information on the 11th of September. And also, I feel like November is also going to be a very prominent month as well. But if you're putting out something, I would feel like around on the 11th of September, the 11th of October, or the 11th of November, it's going to be, or even in the whole month of November, it's going to be very successful for you. Okay, let me clarify. All right, let me just pull these up like this. All right. This is like a big change, though, with that Death card. And I feel like in September, this month, I feel like that's where this big change is coming in. Like I said, you know, the 11th, I feel like there's something big transformation happening around the 11th of September. Okay. All right, let's see here. Why is the Death card here for my lovely Cancers? Why is the Death card here? Two of Wands. You got a choice. You know, and I'll go into a little bit more about that. Two of Wands and Justice. So what this choice I kind of feel is, because this transformation, because of this big change, you could take one of two things, right? You could take the choice of being very stuck in your ego, like I'm so great, you know, and not wanting to help others that may have been in your situation. Or you can take the second approach on, you know, you have this success, you have this gain, but also being caring and compassionate to help those other people, because that's the right thing to do with Justice, like good karma. So what I'm saying here is, don't be selfish. That's the only warning, and it's not a large warning, but it's like, don't be selfish with like this rise to success that you're getting. Also stay humble, stay caring, stay compassionate, because then good karma is going to follow you, right? Because I feel like if you go the route where you are very selfish about it, and I'm not saying you are, I'm just telling you what I'm getting, that could be a short-lived thing. Whereas if you keep the integrity, if you keep the care, if you keep the compassion, good karma is going to follow you, and it's going to be a long lasting thing. Okay. All right. Why is this Ten of Wands here? Ooh, the Fool. You're stepping into all new territory, Cancer, with that Fool card. And the Wheel. Wow, there's some majors here. You're stepping in a whole new territory that you haven't been down before. In the Wheel, it's like he's got his hands on the wheel. He's steering the ship. He's the one in control. And that's you, Cancer. It's like, so this Ten of Wands, this difficult, you know, this ending, because you've felt like overburdened, right, with it, but it's having this new beginning. You're having good karma for past actions, and it's like you're in the one in control. You're the one steering the ship. It's not, you're not on that hamster wheel anymore. All right, let's see. Why is the Six of Pentacles and Empress here? We get the Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so this, with what you're creating, you're going to be very busy. Okay, I'm getting the Seven of Wands. It's not as a challenge. It's like having a lot on your plate, right? Having a lot on your plate, being very busy, but you're happy about it, but you're still, with the Page of Wands, it's new to you. It's new territory. It's almost like you're learning to navigate it. Okay, but I do see with the Seven of Wands that you're very busy, and it might feel a little overwhelming at times, and you might need to like some downtime to recharge your batteries, is what I get from that. All right, let's see. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Knight of Wands. Yeah, you might need some time to recharge your battery so you can get up and go again with the Knight of Wands. A lot of fiery energy. So it's like you could go in real strong, okay, like thinking you can handle all this, but then your energy gets depleted and you need to recharge before you can get up and go again, is what I'm getting with that. Okay, and let's see what else. And let's just, so that's kind of what's going on. I mean, I do see a big rise in success, you know. rise to fame here with you, Cancer. All right, let's see. And I'm just going to go into the outcome for the month of September. I'll do 3 cards. What is the outcome for the month of September for Cancer? Ooh, 6 of Wands. Yeah, you're getting recognized. Definitely. You're getting recognized. I mean, we already said that, but now we're getting more confirmation of it, right? Knight of Swords. And the Hangman. Okay, because of this fame that you're getting. Okay, so sometimes when people are public figures or, you know, have fame, it's like they don't realize that, you know, on the one hand, it's great that everybody knows you, but on the second hand is sometimes you don't have as much privacy. And that's what I'm getting with this Hangman. It's like, you know, you still want to keep your life private. You don't want everything to be all out there, right? With that, it's, you still want to maintain your privacy. So it's like, on the one hand, you get this fame, but also you want to maintain your privacy. So, you know, with the Knight of Swords, this is a lot to do, again, with communication. This fame is in regards to how you speak or something, your voice. Okay. We're going to go a little bit into that Hangman because it feels, that is feeling to me that, you know, you want to still maintain your private life and have, you know, those things private. You don't want all that to be out in the open, right? You know, like if you see like musicians or movie stars, it's like the paparazzi's there taking their pictures all the time. That's a little bit right here is kind of, if I were to explain it, that's what I'm getting, is like you don't want to sacrifice that. And you might have to, you know, you might have to be creative, you know, and find ways, if that does come about. I mean, it's not going to come about for everybody, but if it does, then, you know, you might need to be a little bit creative. All right. Why is the Hangman here? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, and 5 of Cups. Yeah, it feels like if you sacrifice your privacy, there might be a little bit, a part of you that is disappointed in that aspect with it, and you didn't realize it in the beginning. Because these are minor cards, right? The 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups, they're minor cards. You know, they don't trump the major arcanas. It's just something that you might have to get used to if that comes about, Cancer, okay? But I do see, like, yeah, you're definitely getting recognized. In the month of September, you're definitely getting recognized. And maybe, you know, because this sudden rise, it's like you're trying to, you didn't even have enough time to understand that with your privacy, with your private life, your life behind the closed doors, you know. All right, I'm gonna roll these Astro dice and give you additional messages. What do we have for Cancer? Okay, so we have the 9th house, Venus, and Gemini. Again, there's a lot to do with communication, you know. 3rd house messages, microphone, this Knight of Swords, and Gemini. You know, it's a lot to do with communication. Okay, people are gonna really fall in love with what you have. Whatever you're getting fame from, people are really falling in love with it, and they feel like they can really relate to you, is what I'm gonna say here. All right, Cancer, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day. All right, see ya.